Hi there, welcome to another video. This one's going to be different from the usual ones. It's not a run video. You will see me fighting later, but that's to come later. That's to show off something. Basically, what this video is about is the new crystal system that JP has gotten. We get a weekly quest where you fight one Shinryu from level 0 is really weak, like 10% of the original Shinryu's HP. Level 1 is base level Shinryu, what you faced at the time. Level 2 is 20% increase in health, and level 3 is an extra 50% increase from the base. You do that once a week and get all the points that you need, and you basically come into this menu here. Hold on, I'll go back out. Just wanted that. You go into the fifth slot here. Yes, it gets a bit cluttered on the enhancement screen now, and it will take you into this menu. Now you select which crystal you do. Your crystal points for the weekly quests are completely dependent on the crystal team that you use for the Shinryu quest. So I used all red, so I got red points. If you use an all blue team, then you get blue points. If you use mix and match, you don't get any. You have to use all of one color. Alright. Just going to show you, once you're in here, you start off with being able to unlock one of three passives. These are split up into separate sections, which are U, A, and D. Right. On the red crystal passive, I have unlocked U1. It's easiest to denounce them as U1, A1, A D1 and so forth, as you can see. Now, each of these passives do vastly different things. What they do is U's have some weird interactions. Like U1 gives me gold frame buff that can never go away, like it's there for the entire fight, and it's attack up and brave HP regen, so a useful passive. U2 is basically you get 3 turns at the start, and it extends if there are already 3 turns available. So say someone like Papalimo were to have the U2 with him, then he'll get extra 3 turns at the start on top of his already 3 turn. U3 is basically more HP damage bonus, but there are sometimes negative consequences, like with the extra force time percent bonus, you get a force gauge charging speed down, and it's permanent. So it's one of those slower charge but more percent in FR time for U3. U4 is lose 2 skill uses of your skill 1 and skill 2, but you got a 20% chance of your EX just automatically filling up immediately. U5 is decreases the chance for debuffs to be inflicted, but the duration of your buffs granted to yourself is reduced by 2. It can't go below 1. U6 is plus 2 LD abilities, and you get a cap up, but you can't use your EX. Your EX doesn't recast anymore, and it negates effects to instantly fill it as well. So yeah, be careful on some of the negatives. Like certain characters, like Auron would love U6. But someone like Jill Nabat, no, do not give her U6 at all. A1 is basically just every 5 turns you get attack and then brave increase up to 3 times. A2 is basically you lose less brave in when you HP attack in a launch. A3 increases brave and HP damage by a number of buffs on self. Can also increase the cast, but all your buffs gradually decay by 1 after your turn, by an extra 1. So Yeah, certain buffs are going to be a nightmare for that. A4 is during 3 turns, adds 1 brave attack for every brave attack. You get self poison. A5 is during every HP attack, recovers brave based on attack, but you take more damage. Uh, A6 is when less than 70% HP, you got brave and HP cap up, but you also have self poison, like HP poison. D1 is grants last stand and gives you HP regen. D2 is increase own HP and initial brave by 10% every 5 turns, times up to 3. D3 is brave HP damage received down, but you go slower, which for tanks is a big hint. Get this, you want this, especially your counter tanks. D4 is when receiving HP damage from an enemy without dying, heals HP by a min amount, but you have lower max brave. D5 is brave HP regen, but you get lower attack. And D6 is 20% overheal, but your speed goes down as well. That's basically all the passives. These are shared amongst all the crystal colors. Like red has red, green, blue, white, black. I'm forgetting one. Yellow. They all share the exact same passives no matter what. They also follow the same order, so it does not matter which color you start with. Basically, when it comes to the crystal color, go with your faves. Whichever one has the most faves, do that one first, because you absolutely want to do all of one crystal. You want to get all the passives of one crystal, because there's an extra ability if you do max them all out. Unfortunately, we're nowhere near in JP to that point. When we do get to that point, I might make another video explaining that crystal ability, but we'll see. But basically, focus one crystal. Just completely and utterly focus one crystal. Do it on your faves, or whichever crystal color has the most amount of your faves, and go from there. Like, go down a list of priority for you on your faves. Don't do it any other way, because it's completely personal preference, because it does not matter which crystal color you do first. Right. Now that you've seen that screen so far, I'm going to now show you how to equip and unequip them. So we go to Party. Yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to deal with the loading. Right. And then you press this button down here. And now you can see all your crystal passives. As you can see, I have the one passive equipped on for red crystal colors. You can equip 3 on all of them at most, and you can unequip and re-equip at will. So you can freely swap out what passage you want depending on your team comp. And I would highly suggest doing so for when you want for your team. Like, I have no qualms with that. Now I'm going to show you what this passive and how it interacts with people when we go into a fight. I think I chose Divine Odin. Yeah, I did. Right, there we are. Divine Odin will go in. Right, we need to select a certain friend unit as well, so you can get the full idea of what they affect. With the crystal passives, there are also stat bonuses on them. Now, these stat bonuses are substantial enough, and they will apply to every single red crystal character for me at the moment, since I'm doing red. So this is over. Once you fully max out the crystal, they'll have over 2,000 extra attack, 15,000 extra defense, 12,000 extra HP, over 3,000 extra M brave, and I think it's over 1,000 I brave. Give me a moment. Let me just go to that. I brave, yeah, over 1,000 I brave on top. This is added to all their current stats as well. Now, as you can see, Aerith and Beatrix both have that gold ring buff from the passive. What I'm also going to show you is that calls are affected by this. As you can see, Alisei is a red crystal. And her core also has the gold frame buff on it. So so all your cores of the same crystal color are also affected by the crystal passive. So keep that in mind. And let's do that. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to be swapping out error. Anyway. Right. Yeah, calls being affected is a nice way to show something. But what's also affected, and was a complete surprise to me, is your friends. If you use a friend unit of the same crystal as your passives, they also gain the benefit from it. So you'll have to keep it in mind, and I'm being messaged by my boyfriend. You have to keep that. Sorry about that. Yeah, just timing. But as you can see, friend units are also subjected to the same crystal passive. So keep that in mind if you use friend supports. And yeah. That's basically what crystal passes are going to be doing for us now. They're going to be huge stat increases. Like the A1 is an extra 10% attack and Embrave up to every 5 turns, and it can stack 3 times, so you get a 30% attack and Embrave up, which is, it'll add up. Like, it'll all add up, especially with our higher stats as well. Someone like Astos would love the Embrave. But that's essentially the entire crystal passive system at the moment. There will be a follow-up on this because we don't have access to that crystal ability yet. But will only be able to get access to that ability once we fully max out crystals for all its passive. So TLDR, if you're only coming at this point of the video, pick one crystal, preferably the one with the most of your faves. Completely max. Just focus on that one. Do not mix and match on the crystals at all. You can equip and unequip them in the party menu. In the and calls and friend units are also affected by the crystal passives, not just the main party. So keep all that in mind, and we'll see how this system develops from here. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you around.